How long does it take these workers to build a wooden house in the forest? This is a house that can be said to have taken a lot of time, as these workers spent many days and months to complete it. Before starting work, the group of carpenters spent many days going deep into the forest to find a suitable location. They consider factors such as terrain, water sources, lighting, and wind direction. Finally, they chose a flat land near a small stream, where fresh water gurgled day and night. This location is not only convenient for living, but also brings inspiration from nature. They cleared the area, removed low bushes, picked up large stones, and prepared the ground. The land is leveled manually with shovels and hoes, creating a solid surface to lay the house's foundation. They began to survey large trees in the forest. Each tree is carefully inspected by looking at the trunk, bark, and even gently tapping to hear the sounds inside, to ensure that the wood inside is not hollow or rotten. The trees chosen are usually hardwoods, long-lived, such as oak, pine, or ironwood. The carpenter team marks suitable trees with white chalk or small carving knife marks, then consults with each other to calculate the amount of wood needed for each part of the house: pillars, beams, roof shingles, and floors. With their main tools being chainsaws and axes, they began cutting down trees. This is a job that requires high technical skills, because if you cut in the wrong direction, the tree can fall uncontrollably, causing danger. They carefully cut the path first, then slowly sawed the tree trunk. The sound of trees falling to the ground echoed throughout the forest, creating a feeling of both excitement and admiration at the power of nature. After felling, the tree is cut into lengths depending on the intended use, such as pillars, beams, or roofing boards. Large pieces of wood are transported to the house construction area using hand-drawn carts. They began processing each log. The wood is stripped of its bark using a tool called a beveling knife, a large blade used to peel the outer bark of the tree trunk. The wood segments are then trimmed flat or sawed into panels using a large handsaw or table saw. Sawn wood panels need to be dried in the sun to reduce moisture and prevent the wood from warping or cracking in the future. This job usually lasts several weeks, but the crew takes advantage of this time to start building the house frame. They started by burying large pillars into the ground. The pillars are cut square, tenoned, and assembled together with sturdy wooden dowels, ensuring durability without the need for nails. The house frame slowly formed, with horizontal beams connecting the columns together, creating a sturdy skeleton. location to build a wooden house in the forest is not only about finding a beautiful place, but also ensuring harmony with nature, safety, and convenience for year-round living. A flat ground helps the house have a solid foundation, reducing the risk of sinking or tilting over time. Look for land areas that do not have steep slopes and avoid areas with falling rocks or easily eroded soil. Test the soil's hardness by digging a small hole. The soil must be hard enough to bear the force, not too porous or hydrated. Location near natural water source. Reason: a small stream or lake near the house will provide drinking water and add natural beauty. Choose a place close to the water source, but not too close, at least 20 to 30 meters away, to avoid the risk of flood or dampness affects the foundation. Make sure the water source is clean, not contaminated by rotting leaves or mud. Natural light and wind will help keep the house airy, warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Priority is given to the southeast direction, which receives gentle morning light and avoids cold winds from the north in the summer. Winter. Check the lighting by observing the surrounding plants. Areas with strong growth usually receive enough light and ventilation. Natural protection reason. Surrounding forests help block strong winds in winter and keep the air cool in summer. Choose a location with some large trees around for protection, but not too close to avoid tree roots affecting the foundations or fallen trees during storms. To create open space, small trees can be cut down, but large symbolic trees can be kept. Safety is an important factor when living in the forest. How to choose: avoid areas too close to steep mountain slopes where there is a risk of landslides. Avoid areas with signs of wildlife such as large footprints, droppings, or nests. Avoid places that are frequently flooded or have signs of stagnant water after rain. The location needs to have open space to enjoy the fresh air and colors of spring. Avoid places that are susceptible to flooding when snow melts or prolonged spring rains. The area needs shade from large trees to reduce temperatures in the summer. Being close to a water source is a big plus, helping to reduce heat and provide clean water. Choose a place without too many deciduous trees to reduce the effort of cleaning your yard. Fall often has strong winds, so make sure the area has good natural cover. Avoid places with drafts from the north. Choose a location near large trees or high elevation to avoid snow accumulation. Make sure the place has enough sunlight to melt the snow faster. A wooden house is not only a place to live, but also a space to relax, so the surrounding landscape is very important. Choose a place with a clear view, for example, overlooking a valley, mountain peak, or stream. If there are natural flowering trees such as peach blossoms, plum blossoms, or maple trees around, that is a big plus, bringing beauty through the seasons. Even in the woods, there should be easy access to transport wood, tools, and necessary materials. Choose a place that is not too far from a trail or main exit for ease of movement. Create a temporary walkway if necessary, using wood or stone to create a ramp. An ideal location to build a wooden house in the forest not only meets practical factors such as safety, light, and water, but also must bring a feeling of relaxation and harmony with nature through all four aspects. Season. Careful selection will create the foundation for a house that is both sturdy and an ideal place to enjoy the beauty of the deep forest. rainwater does not seep inside. The house's walls are built from thick wooden panels glued together. Each panel is ground flat and securely latched to create an airtight wall that still retains the natural beauty of our wood. The main door is carefully crafted from the finest wooden bars. They carefully measure, cut and assemble each piece, and carve simple but delicate patterns. Door hinges are handcrafted from metal and securely attached to the frame. The path to the house is paved with large wooden panels, stretching from the main door outward, like a small bridge across the wet ground. With an additional layer of protective oil, highlighting the natural wood grain. After many months of hard work through rain, sun, cold wind and snow, the wooden house was finally completed. It is not only a shelter, but also a testament to the patience, ingenuity, and passion of the carpenters. The house blends into nature, standing tall in the middle